Morning, everybody. It is 9:08, and we're going to make this short and sweet because there's not a whole hell of a lot going on. I'm still waiting for the FHFA and K Schiller numbers to come out. They were due at 9 o'clock. It's now 9:09, and it still hasn't shown up. So I'm kind of stuck here waiting for them. Chart on the screen is the oil, and after this run up, it is consolidating above the $80 area. And I find that to be particularly interesting and constructive. It is above all of the moving averages, which, absolutely held no restraint on the rally last week. We do have supply here between about 83 and let's call it 85. But that's a pretty long way to go. The only thing that's bothering me a little here is that the volume has been so much lighter. But the issue with volume at this time of the year is, hey, it's summer. Trading cools off, period. Not much going on there. Let's take a look at some of the others. The grains are basically lower again. Um, Nat gas is lower by 6 cents. Gold is down 7. Silver is up 7 cents. The copper is down about 3 cents. Cotton up a little. Coffee and cocoa and sugar all down pretty hard. The S&P, which when I came in at 7:30, were down 22 in the Dow. Currently down about 60. The S&P was up about 95, then up 93. Currently up about that same $90. The S&P was up 15, then up 10. Currently up about 10. The other thing going on, Asia is mixed. Europe is slightly lower, and the 10-year Treasury is basically unchanged at 424 and a half. As far as stocks in the move, we have Apple wanting to reduce headcount at some of the iPhone assembly makers by as much as 50%. Doesn't say much for demand or expected demand, but Apple comes in every single year with not enough to fill demand, and so we'll see what happens there. Um, Oracle down about a half a dollar. That's less than a 0.5% on the belief that the ban on TikTok would impact their business. Nvidia bouncing a little here, up about $2.50 to almost $3 at 121. Boeing is down $2. They're thinking about a proposed funding for Spirit Aero at about $35 a share valuation. But at the same time, I'm hearing that it's going to be a stock deal, so I don't know what the funding is all about. Tesla up about $1 on recall of Cybertrucks to fix a wiper issue. Um, Pool, Pool. Um, this is down big, 296 down $42 or 12.5% on lowered guidance, below consensus, seasonally significant Q2 below previous expectations, and guides Q2 earnings per share below consensus. SolarEdge doing an offering of 300 million in convertible notes. The stock is 27.53, down 572 or 17%. Doesn't say anything here, but my recollection is yesterday afternoon they also announced they're losing their CFO. Never a good sign. Disney's up about a half a buck, with Goldman initiating coverage with a buy rating at 125. Target stock is 102 and a half, up 51 cents. And Uber, Piper Sandler reiterates its overweight rating and raised the target from 86 to 88. The stock is currently 71 and a half. I guess that I'll have to put out the FHFA and K Schiller numbers in the Discord room. And at 10 o'clock, we also have consumer confidence, which, um, I don't know how they'll manage to spin it, but spin it they will. So we'll have to wait. All right, folks, have a good morning. Be careful out there. It's a treacherous market, and I'm still, constantly on the side of owning some SPSX calls. That's the inverse S&P, just insurance, because as insurance, it's cheap. Have a good one.